As we embark upon this intellectual expedition, it is essential to navigate our discourse with a sense of clarity and purpose. Therefore, allow me to illuminate the itinerary of our journey today. Overview of Korea's economic landscape will commence by providing an overarching perspective on the Korean economy, delineating the key aspects that serve as its pillars. Milestones in Korea's economic journey. Here, we shall recount the critical turning points that have shaped Korea into a global economic powerhouse. Principal catalysts of economic growth in Korea, this segment will offer an analytical viewpoint on the principal agents that have spurred Korea's remarkable economic progress. Strategies for future economic vitality. In this section, we will explore the forward-looking strategies aimed at sustaining and enhancing the Korean economy's resilience and vibrancy. A comprehensive review of Korean-Algerian economic relations. Lastly, we shall turn our lens towards the bilateral economic relations between the Republic of Korea and the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, aiming to elucidate the potential avenues for strengthening our partnership. May we proceed then to elucidate the complex but promising narrative that the Korean economy presents and its implications for fruitful partnership with the Islamic nation of Algeria. As we set forth on this intellectual voyage, the first port at which we shall dock is the overview of Korea's economic landscape. A landscape, it must be said, that has been marked by determination, innovation, and exemplary vision. Over the ensuing moments, we shall paint a comprehensive picture of Korea's economic realm. We shall explore its origins, its transformational milestones, and its current standing on the global stage. Moreover, we shall delve into its sectors of influence, ranging from manufacturing and technology to the burgeoning fields of services and research. This overview aims to serve as the foundational groundwork upon which we build our subsequent discussions, particularly as they pertain to the potential areas for collaboration between Korea and Algeria. So let us journey into this insightful examination of a landscape that stands as a paragon of economic fortitude. The concept of economic development pertains to the multifaceted process through which a nation progresses towards deeper economic prosperity. This progression is measurable both in quantitative terms, such as the gross domestic product, GDP, and qualitative indicators that reflect the overall well-being of the populace. According to the recent World Economic Outlook published by the International Monetary Fund, IMF, the Republic of Korea distinguished itself in 2020 by ranking 10th globally in terms of GDP, with a noteworthy sum of 1,630.9 billion US dollars. Additionally, in 2018, Korea achieved the remarkable milestone of becoming the seventh nation among those with populations exceeding 15 million to surpass a gross national income per capita of 30,000 US dollars. In the realm of international commerce, the Republic of Korea has distinguished itself as a formidable player on the global stage. The World Trade Organization's statistical review for the year 2021 confirms this assertion. In the year 2020, Korea emerged as the seventh largest exporter globally, with exports of a value of an impressive 512 billion US dollars. Concurrently, the country secured its position as the ninth largest importer, with imports amounting to 468 billion US dollars. The Republic of Korea's prowess extends beyond mere economic figures into the sphere of innovation. As validated by the 2021 Bloomberg Innovation Index, Korea led the ranks among 60 nations, spanning 7 critical metrics. These include patent activity, research and development intensity, value-added manufacturing, concentration of researchers in high-tech density. Further, underscoring this achievement, Korea has consistently demonstrated its innovative leadership by securing the top position in the Bloomberg Innovation Index for 7 of the past 9 years up to 2021. This sustained performance has earned the nation a prominent standing as one of the world's most innovative economies, sharing this distinct recognition with countries such as Singapore, Switzerland, Germany, and Sweden. The Republic of Korea holds the unique distinction of being the world's first nation to have successfully evolved from a recipient into a donor of official development assistance, ODA. This historic evolution imbues Korea with a profound sense of responsibility in its ODA endeavors. In addition to its financial contributions, Korea is an active participant in collaborative international efforts to address critical global challenges. This encompasses initiatives related to climate change and contributions to United Nations peacekeeping operations. As we navigate the annals of Korea's economic narrative, it becomes profoundly evident that our journey is punctuated by a series of defining milestones. These are not merely statistical achievements, they are indeed milestones that embody our collective aspirations, strategic foresight, and indomitable resolve. From the recovery post-Korean War to the seismic shift towards a heavy chemical industrial paradigm in the 1970s, and onto a technological transformation that currently defines our age, Korea's economic story is a tapestry woven from the threads of ingenuity, tenacity, and global collaboration. Can you hear me? Yes. In the course of this chapter, we shall examine these pivotal moments more closely, providing context This retrospective shall also serve as a lens through which we examine how the Republic of Korea and the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria may identify mutual spheres of interest and avenues for cooperation. Let us proceed to explore the captivating chapters of this economic odyssey. In a tale evocative of a phoenix rising from the ashes, the Republic of Korea remarkably revitalized its economic landscape from dual burdens of a 35-year-long Japanese colonial rule and the subsequent devastation of the Korean War. By the year 2020, Korea had ascended to become the world's 10th largest economy. Spanning the period from 1960 to 2020, Korea's gross domestic product experienced an exponential growth of over 410-fold, surging from $4 billion to an astonishing $1.63 trillion. Concurrently, the GDP per capita rose more than 294 from a modest $150 to almost $31,489. Esteemed scholars of global repute, such as Professor Ezra F. Fogel of Harvard University, have been compelled to anoint Korea as the little dragon of Asia. The nation's meteoric economic rise has earned it appellations such as the miracle in the Han River and simply the miracle. The Republic of Korea keenly recognizing the imperative for structured economic planning embarked upon a series of state-led 5-year economic development plans akin to Algeria's Le Plan Quinquennal de Développement. These pivotal initiatives set the Korean economy on a steadfast course of robust growth. In the immediate aftermath of the Korean War, the Republic of Korea's government endeavored to produce essential commodities such as flour, sugar, and cement domestically as part of its import substitution industrialization policy within the framework of the 5-year industrial development plan. By the 1960s, the government shifted its focus to export-oriented industrialization, rallying the nation under the compelling slogan, "Exports are Korea's only way for survival." This strategic pivot yielded immediate results. Korea surpassed the $100 billion mark in exports in 1964. Furthermore, throughout the 1960s, the country achieved an astounding average annual export growth rate of 41% and recorded an average growth rate of 8.7% from 1962 to 1971. In the 1970s, Korean government heralded a decisive transition towards the heavy chemical industry with an ambition to elevate the country's industrial infrastructure. This led to a landmark achievement, the exploitation of goods of a value of $10 billion in the year 1977. Such remarkable strides achieved through a symbiotic public-private sector partnership have been internationally acknowledged as a paragon of the developmental state. developmental state, model in the chronicles of global economic development. As a decade transitioned into the 1980s, there was a paradigmatic shift in the government's economic strategy from a state-led model to one predominantly guided by the private sector. Concurrent policy measures were enacted to stabilize consumer prices. Significantly, the hosting of the 10th Asian Games in Seoul in 1986, as well as the Seoul Summer Olympics in 1988, served as opportunities to put Korea on the global stage. These events not only showcased the nation to the world, but also contributed to an average annual growth rate surpassing 12% during that period. Throughout the 1990s, the government and corporate sectors diligently concentrated on technological innovation, capacity expansion, and the cultivation of proprietary technologies within key industries that have hitherto been reliant on advanced nations for technological solutions. Consequently, Korean corporations gained prowess in the development and commercialization of cutting-edge technologies, perpetuating sales growth in sophisticated markets in the United States and Europe. However, of paramount importance was Korea's strategic shift towards high technology sectors, encompassing domains such as semiconductors, computing, displays, communications, and mobile technology. And the second focus on the advancement of digital mobile communications technology. Both initiatives profoundly shaped the ascendancy of Korea's high technology industries. As the new millennium dawned, the Republic of Korea observed several transformative trends of upswing in productivity, a contraction in manufacturing employment, and an expansion in the service sector, along with concomitant job growth. During this epoch, the government judiciously recalibrated its economic strategy to prioritize research and development in pivotal high-tech sectors. At the heart of Korea's stellar economic ascent were its domestic enterprises, which unyieldingly adopted innovative technological strategies and allocated considerable resources to these endeavors. This concomitant commitment served as the catalyst for the meteoric rise of Korean corporations as global frontrunners in various sectors, including, but not limited to, automobiles, shipbuilding, high-speed trains, and infrastructure. Furthermore, these enterprises garnered international acclaim for their unparalleled expertise in the fields of electronics and the semiconductor industry. As we delve into the third chapter of our presentation, we find ourselves posed with an essential inquiry. What are the core drivers that have propelled Korea's meteoric rise on the global economic stage? Is it merely a matter of state policy, or does it involve a more complex interplay of factors? From the orchestrated strategies of the 7 5-year economic development plans to the success of the semi-rural community development movement, majestic. Moreover, Korea's devotion to education and human capital development has fortified our economic backbone, equipping us with the skill and competencies to compete in a rapidly evolving world. Let us now proceed to explore these key drivers in greater detail. The robust economic development that the Republic of Korea has experienced was rendered feasible through a synergistic alliance among the government, people, and the private sector. Korea's suite of five-year economic development plans implemented from 1962 to 1997 indeed stands a laudable model of effective statecraft. These 7 plans were orchestrated with unerring precision to catalyze sustained economic advancement. With this 36 years span, the Republic of Korea witnessed a staggering 114-fold increase in GNI per capita from a nominal $87 to an impressive $10,000. Simultaneously, the nation's trade volume surged by an exponential 564, soaring from a modest sum of less than $500 billion to an impressive $280 billion. In 1982, a fourfold recalibration of economic plans was undertaken to incorporate broader social development objectives, inclusive of initiatives designed to ameliorate income inequality. Initiated in the early 1970s, the Semamundo represents a seminal rural community development initiative orchestrated by the state. Its fundamental objective was to improve the foundational living standards in rural villages while concurrently stimulating their economic vitality through enhanced community income. While some may critique the Semamundo as an initiative rooted in its leader's authoritarian regime, its resounding success as a catalyst for community development remains incontrovertible. In contemporary discourse, this venerable movement serves as an archetype for Korea's official development assistance (ODA) programs. In pursuance of bolstering the nation's export capability, the government launched an export-oriented industrial policy replete with an array of incentives and preferential treatments designed to embolden our exporters. This policy landscape was further enriched by the facilitation of corporate loans at stock market interest rates and judicious reductions in corporate taxation, particularly aimed at fortifying the heavy chemical industry. Bolstered by this sturdy framework of governmental backing, Korean enterprises undertook audacious strides into global markets, ceaselessly driving technological innovation. As a direct consequence, numerous Korean firms have ascended to global preeminence in diverse sectors, encompassing shipbuilding, automotive manufacturing, electronics, semiconductors, and steel production. It is widely acknowledged that the Republic of Korea harbors an intense and deeply rooted enthusiasm for education, a sentiment frequently acknowledged as a bedrock of the nation's accelerated economic ascent. This view has not only received domestic acclaim, but has also resonated in the Former US President Barack Obama, for instance, extended commendations on the Republic of Korea for its commitment to quality education and its consequential contribution to national economic development during various junctures of his presidency, including his State of the Union address in 2011. In a parallel vein, His Excellency President Abdulmajid Tebboune also demonstrated a keen awareness of the transformative power of education. His directives, as reported in Mujahid last year, to encourage Algerian talent to participate in training programs in Korea, serve as an eloquent testimony to this shared vision. It further cements the view that our two nations can mutually benefit from collaborative endeavors aimed at nurturing human capital, thereby further strengthening our financial ties and contributing to our respective economic trajectories. As corroborated by the OECD's education at a glance indicators report from 2019, the Republic of Korea exhibits an exceptional rate of educational attainment among its populace aging 25 to 34 years. Approximately 70% of individuals within this age bracket have earned a bachelor's degree or equivalent qualification, markedly surpassing the OECD average of 45%. The Republic of Korea holds a distinguished position both in educational attainment and in the World Bank's Human Capital Index, thus highlighting the indelible role of high-quality human capital as a cornerstone of national resilience. The Human Capital Index, you can see the graph, is an evaluative metric devised by the World Bank, amalgamating health and education data to provide a comprehensive assessment of human capital. The index is frequently used as a barometer to gauge the potential productivity of forthcoming generations in the labor force. The Republic of Korea achieved an exemplary HCI ranking, second globally in 2018 and fourth in 2020, thereby affirming the indispensable role that exceptional human capital plays in bolstering the nation's competitive edge. Unquestionably, the linchpin of Korea's robust economic ascent has been its citizens, characterized by an unflagging diligence, resolute commitment, and pervasive sense of communal solidarity. As Korea assumes its rightful place within the path of developing economies, its people persist in diligently owning the nation's global competitiveness. As we progress further into the third decade of the 21st century, it warrants emphasis that the enduring work ethic of the Korean people is not just intact, but indeed continues to be a driving force in the nation. As we embark upon the fourth chapter of our discussion, we direct our gaze towards the future, a future full of both challenges and opportunities. The world is undergoing profound transformations, from advancements in technology to shifts in the geopolitical landscape. Consequently, it is incumbent upon nations, Korea included, to adapt and innovate in their respective economic models. For Korea, this means a continued commitment to research and development, fostering entrepreneurship, and investing in sustainable technologies. This slide provides a glimpse into Korea's forward-looking strategy in pivotal sectors, positioning us as global frontrunners. In the mobility sector, we aim for operational CITS infrastructure by 2030 and commercial urban air mobility by 2025 in space exploration. Our aerospace agency established last year will lead lunar missions with indigenous technologies, targeting milestones through 2032. In this regard, well worthy of note are Algeria's notable strides in space technology, commencing with the establishment of the Centre National de Technique Spéciale in 1987 and the creation of the Agence Spéciale Algérienne in 2002. This shared purpose offers promising prospects for cooperation between our nations in aerospace ventures. For quantum technology, we plan on 50 cubic quantum computer by 2026 and impactful quantum sensor projects by 2027 in advanced medical technologies. Our focus is on developing regenerative medicine therapies by 2030 and a robust infectious disease management system by 2029. Lastly, in the energy sector, we aim to finalize the design for small modular reactors by 2028 and advance molten salt reactor technology by 2026. Our clean hydrogen production technology will scale from 1 to 2 megawatts by 2027 to 10 megawatts by 2030. In summary, Korea's strategy seeks not just to adapt, but to actively shape the future. As we adapt to the digital era, the Republic of Korea has formulated a forward-thinking strategy aptly termed digital everywhere, aiming to seamlessly integrate digitalization into daily life. Daily digitalization, spearheaded by the K-Cloud initiative, we are pushing for top-tier AI and data utilization along with robust network infrastructure. Our focus extends beyond technology to socially constructive applications in healthcare and special education. Unified data infrastructure by 2025, our national data infrastructure will standardize public and private data, making it accessible, spanning a range of sectors. Future communications, we are actively developing 6G technology and aiming to deploy a low-orbit satellite network by 2026 for enhanced communications. Next generation logistics, our ports will transition into smart megaports by 2029, supported by drone delivery and cold chain monitoring systems, slated for completion by 2027. Smart grid by 2025, an advanced control system will incorporate renewable energy with public energy storage systems expected as early as 2023. Carbon neutral cities. A pivotal goal is to have 10 Korean cities achieve carbon neutrality by 2030. Smart agriculture. By 2027, we plan to establish urban vertical farms and large-scale smart farming clusters. Our strategy is a resounding affirmation of Korea's commitment to spearheading the digital transformation. In the 21st century, the Republic of Korea is poised to lead in emerging markets anchored by technological innovation. We are concentrating on key strategic industries with particular emphasis on semiconductors and displays. Starting in 2023, plans are set to strengthen our semiconductor zones and elevate our display technology to to a matter of national importance. In biotechnology, we ambitiously aim to create a Korean coastal biocluster by 2025, fostering the next wave of biotech startups through our specialized K-Bio Lab hub. Tourism and culture are not to be neglected. As presidential tourism cluster will emerge by 2027, along with 5 Korean-style Cancun's by 2030. Our digital content sector is advancing through focused R&D in metaverse technologies and augmented reality starting this year. In the international arena, we aim to excel in global projects across construction, defense, and nuclear energy. Our overarching strategy aims for global leadership, redefining market, and consolidating Korea's imprint on the international stage. As we commence this chapter, our objective is to transcend a simple historical overview and thoroughly examine the dynamic state of our economic partners. Algeria, with its abundant natural and human resources and strategic position as a bridge between Europe and Africa, garners the attention of global economic stakeholders. Similarly, Korea, recognizing its strategic advantages, has fostered numerous partnerships with Algeria. This exploration will delve into the pivotal sectors of energy, technology, and infrastructure, which are cornerstone areas of our cooperation. Additionally, this chapter will highlight the 2024 Korea-Africa Summit, poised to be a landmark event in furthering Korea's diplomatic and economic engagement with Algeria. In our analysis, we aim to provide a detailed examination of the bilateral economic activities, underscoring how these collaborations not only benefit our nations, but also contribute to regional and global stability. This dialogue is intended to enrich our understanding and enhance the pursuit of mutually beneficial opportunities. Let us embark on this investigative journey with an open mind and a discerning eye, ready to explore and maximize the winning opportunities that lie ahead. As we traverse this narrative, it becomes essential to highlight the diplomatic cornerstone upon which our economic partnership is constructed. Our countries have shared a steadfast relationship marked by mutual presidential visits in the 2000s and the establishment of strategic partnership in 2006, the seminal moment of establishing diplomatic relations in February 1990, and the subsequent opening of the Korean embassy in Algiers in March of the same year were monumental milestones. However, this relationship is not merely episodic. It establishes a sustainable framework for collaboration across multiple sectors, preparing us to tackle both the challenges and opportunities for the 21st century. As we examine the economic ties between our nations, it is crucial to concentrate on 3 primary sectors: general economic cooperation, oil and energy, and construction. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the trade volume between Korea and Algeria has shown somewhat fluctuating trends, but it has been gradually increasing, reaching $3.4 billion in 2023. Actually, $3.2 billion in 2022. In the energy sector, Algeria is the principal supplier of crude oil, ranking Korea's 12th largest provider as of 2023. In the realm of construction, Algeria occupies the 14th position in terms of Korea's overseas construction orders, thereby expanding the breadth of our collaborative endeavors. our nation enjoyed a very yet interconnected set of partnerships. This is epitomized by the role of Korean companies and public corporations across various sectors in Nigeria. These are not merely business entities, but rather symbiotic relationships that extend the reach of our bilateral engagement in trade, enterprises such as Hyundai Corporation and KTI Group stand as parallels of mutually beneficial relations. The map of this slide illustrates the geographical scope of our collaborative undertakings. These projects signify more than mere financial or technological transactions. They are the building blocks of our enduring multifaceted relationship. This Algiers-based initiative seeks to streamline trade procedures and enhance economic competitiveness, thereby benefiting both nations. It encompasses a variety of deliverables from specialized portals to data analytics. As we reflect on the strides made in economic cooperation between Korea and Nigeria, it is my honor to announce the upcoming 2024 Korea-Africa Summit. This inaugural summit, hosted by Korea, carries the inspiring theme, quote, "The future we make together, shared growth, sustainability, and solidarity," unquote. Scheduled for June 4th to 5th in Seoul, this landmark event promises to be a dynamic platform for fostering deeper partnerships across the continent, with a special emphasis on our valued relationship with Nigeria. I invite you to watch the following brief promotional video. You like it?
Yes.
The promotional video is much less boring than my presentation. I like it too. As I conclude my presentation, allow me to express my most heartfelt appreciation for your kind attention.
Thank you.